Oh, hey Reese, what's going on today? Hi, how you going? It is, of course, me, Reese T. O'Leary, of Purple Flame and Company, that's right. PERPELFLAME. And I'm so excited to bring you another episode today of Wellness Wednesday, where I like to talk to you about things that you can introduce to your life if you're not already aware of them, or you can expand upon them further. And today's topic that we're going to be talking about is dreams, and especially honing in on the importance of writing them down, right? And what that can achieve for you. So, before we go ahead, just know that anything I talk about it's up to you, and it's incumbent upon you to make sure that you explore these topics further. I am not the be all and end all of this information, of course not. And it is your journey. So make sure you do whatever you can to learn more about these topics. And come back and teach me something, would you? I love learning, right? Alright, let's get straight into this. You've only got me for approximately 10 minutes, and we've got a lot to get through, yeah? Because dreams. My goodness gracious me. It's an incredibly large topic to try and talk about, even just, on a regular basis. Where do we start? The history of dreams. Dreams are something that society does not really understand from a scientific point of view. They don't really understand why we dream yet, right? From our point of view, from the human being's point of view, we tend to experience dreams on a regular basis, or on a basis, there's no time frame in which you for example, you don't dream 3 or 4 times a week. There's no set standard for when we dream. But when we do dream, and especially me, and I'm sure many others around the world, I tend to remember all of my dreams. And that's a great indication of me, let's jump back into the science quickly, being in a deep REM sleep, which is one of the deepest forms of sleep that we can be in. So that's the first thing to note, is that we do need to be in a deep sleep, a deep state of sleep, to lucid dream. There's a term that I'm going to pop in there that I want you to look more into. We're not going to dive into it today, but lucid dreaming is where the individual experiencing a dream can actually perceive the dream while they're dreaming it, and be within the dreamscape or the dream world. Now, when we experience dreams, we generally often categorize them into, more often than not, 2 categories, right? Category number 1, which we often interpret, is negative dreams, so nightmares, and then of course positive dreams, right? And generally what we can all note about dreams is that they're really random and full of metaphor, right? And full of things that we don't experience in our waking life, because, as many people talk about all the time, dreams are a land of all possibilities, right? And it's interesting, because if you look at the phraseology that we use in English especially, I don't know about other languages, but I know in English especially, we always say, I'm sure there's other interpretations in other languages. If you know of some, drop them in the comments below. But we often say, dream big, or anything's possible in dreams, or, in your dreams, right? When we're referring to something that seems almost out there, or too impossible. But one thing that I guess I want to talk about today, especially as I mentioned earlier, is writing down your dreams and what that can do for you, and the importance of learning more about dreams on an individual personal basis. Because when we tap into first of all, when we tap into trying to remember our dreams, that's usually step number 1, right? And it's not an easy thing to do at first. Let me say that, at first. When you first can encounter remembering a dream, holding on to that memory in your waking life. Ooh, speaking of waking life, that scared the crap out of me. Holding on to your dreams in your waking life can be sometimes really difficult. So just a few tips for you. When you first become conscious, when you first wake up, you haven't opened your eyes yet, alright? Before you open your eyes, I want you to do this. I want you, if you've had a dream and you remember that and you're still coming out of that, do whatever you can to process and remember all the details, right? And then slowly open those eyes up, right? And once you've opened your eyes, the next step is one of the most important, and that is record keeping of your dreams, right? Now you can record keep in a number of ways, but I've spoken about this for years to people, which is why I wanted to talk on it, and that is recording them by way of writing them down, or, a suggestion is get a dream buddy, right? I've got a dream buddy. We write our dreams to each other, and it's got to be someone you trust, okay? It's got to be someone you really trust, because dreams are really personal. If you tell me your dream, I can understand what's going on in your waking life, right? They're full of codes and full of metaphors and full of symbols that can uncover and awaken what's going on in our deeper psychology, right? In our waking lives. So you've got to choose a dream buddy that you really, really trust, right? Someone that's not going to judge you or gauge you based on your dreams or your psychology or your mindset and mentality. So as soon as you've woken up and you can remember that dream, write it down. Maybe you don't want a dream buddy, and that's okay too, but it's really handy to have a dream buddy, right? But write it down. Now, again, my dream buddy and I, shout out to my dream buddy, we actually send each other a text message almost every day. Did you have a dream today? No. Yep. No. Yep. No. Yep. And if we did, of course, what do you think we do? We write it down. Now, why is this good to do? Because you have a record, a time and a date, right? Time, date, place of who, what, where, when, why, how. And by acknowledging this, you can actually start to remember more and more and more and more. And not just that, but you can then begin to uncover what's going on with me. What's going on with me? On what day, at what time? And then you can look to your waking life and actually start to reflect more on the exact reasoning behind experiencing these dreams, or sometimes, in my case and in many other people's cases, we have prophetic dreams or precognitive dreams where we are able to perceive things ahead of time, right? I've had many times a dream where I wake up and go, "Ooh, what's that about? Why is that person in my dream last night?" If I dream about you, it's not always a good thing, right? It usually means someone's up to no good, and I'm not consciously aware of it in my waking life, but my subconscious is aware of it, right? So, most of the time, and I'll say, if I had to put a percentage on it, I'll say 80 to 90% of the time, people that you see in dreams are metaphors. They play a character, they play a role to represent something, right? I know for me, I've had many people tell me, clients and otherwise, I'm often in their dreams, and I'm always in representation of either the witch, the psychic, the medium, the wizard, the magic man, right? I always play that role for people in their dreams, the powerful one, the strong one, and no joke, right? Sorry about that. That was really, really not cool. Anyways, sorry about that. But the point of this video today is, of course, sorry, that took me out, right? That took me out. The point of this video today is, it is really important, I think, for everyone to start paying attention to their dreams more. First of all, get dreaming, right? If you're not dreaming, work out why and get dreaming. get more deep sleep, REM sleep. Second thing, start to remember your dreams more, right? That's so important. And third thing, of course, start recording them, because you can become the master of your own waking world just by understanding your dreams on a deeper level. Right? It's really cool, really fun. And then from there, I promise you, anything and everything really is possible, right? And I can assure you of that. So anyways, that's all you've got me here for another Wellness Wednesday. I hope that added to your arsenal, your toolbox of things that you can use and dive into and furthermore understand on a deeper level. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit that bell notification if you want to know when we drop a new video every single day. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next one. Bye. Catch us on the flip side.